Welcome to Game 5 of Reddit versus JSP show match, or Clan War. We have PsY spawning as a green Zerg at the 12 o'clock position for Reddit, and his opponent Rick as the yellow Terran at the 3 o'clock. For team D2JSP, Reddit's leading 4-1 right now, and Rick is going to have to win this one if he wants to stay and wants to keep his team in the fight.
Yeah, he's trying really hard with that APM spam in the beginning. I've been watching PsY's APM. He's somewhere like around 140 to 170 APM, spiking up to 300 in the middle of combat. So what a go-to. But here we go. PsY saying he lost track of how many times he won. And Rick, this is a curious move, putting the supply depot all the way at the back. I mean, he's going to be very, very vulnerable to Ling run-bys, and he doesn't even have it like in a tight base construction, so I can't really see the justification for a move like this, as PsY does see where his opponent is. And excellent move from PsY, because now Rick is forced to scout all over the map before he finds out where PsY is, where PsY just pulls back, and he's going to have a good amount of time to pretty much do whatever he wants. He could one base into a later expansion, or he could just fast expand and rely on these the denial of information to really pull him out of the economic woes.
Yeah, in Rick's defense, the depot placement I like personally. I don't like making walls using depots. I'd much rather have factories and rather one barracks, one factory form the wall, maybe a bunker if needed. So PsY has seen where his opponent is. He feels safe expanding. They are in close air distances, but by land, it's longer. Let's say that, and the expansions away from your opponents, that's always in your favor. Terran player Rick doing everything quite normally. PsY again doing everything quite normally. No deviations from the norm. This SCB scouting around a bit. We'll see the fast expo, but not too much else, as there's really nothing this early in the game.
Yeah, and I mean, this time around, again, I think a lot of the Terran players, they just haven't been able to do that kind of fast aggression versus PsY, because it just has a really nice build order that just counters Hellions and presumably will counter Reapers as well if they become an issue, as we see a factory going down for this player. So it looks like the D2JSP guys really favor this Hellion opening. But I'd actually like to see people make better use of drops. We see that PsY is like in the kind of situation where he does spread his creep really forward, but he does not get layer tech very quickly, which makes it tough to stop drops on the way. And Cloak Banshees we saw were particularly effective, because usually PsY does not seem to like to get layer tech all that fast. So I'd really like to see a Terran player make sure he can put on the hurt, because it's been sort of passive play from a lot of the guys who win against PsY so far. And we do see that Speedling research being researched right now, as PsY Maynard's over some drones, start working on that. And we see a 1-1-1 Destiny Cloud Fist type build from our Terran hero, Rick, who is trying to prevent an all-kill over here. But I mean, he's not even making a Hellion right now, so he's just gonna, there we go, finally he's creating a Hellion. And, what? Okay, so I guess he decided instead to cancel the Hellion, move his factory back, and create a tech lab. So, I mean, I think here we see a situation, classic situation of the Terran player just not knowing what kind of build order he wants to go for, because as far as I know, he did not spy on PsY in the period of time which decided to switch from Hellions into a tech lab opening. But there we go, it looks like he is going for a fast Cloak Banshees. So I think this is probably the better choice. I just wish he was more decisive about it. And Absentis, are you there?
Oh, I kept on hitting escape when I'm trying to hit my push to talk button. Whoops. That's how intelligently awesome I am. Rick is again kind of indecisive.
Again, very indecisive.
He's not even really walled off. I'm questioning his judgment. Earlier I was defending it. It looks like he might be moving out with some Marines. Nope. I'm just going to kind of hang out. PsY knows that his opponent doesn't have an expansion yet. It's going to be poking up now with some Zerglings, and that's not good for the Terran player at all. All those Marines are getting surrounded. Banshee is out now, but it's going to take quite a long time for it to take out all these Zerglings. And yeah, these Zerglings now taking out a lot of SCVs.
Yeah, and I think that's already GG. I mean, after a loss like that, a loss of all that mining time, I don't really know what Rick can do. I mean, the Spire is already halfway up. The Overseer is going to be out in time to prevent these Banshees from really doing any kind of damage. And forced to pull off the SCVs off the line, losing a lot. I think Sai already has this game in the bag.
Yeah, right now there's only that single Banshee. That's the only fighting unit that Terran has. The Overseer is up. That Spire is almost up itself. The Cloak will finish very quickly, but there's two Queens in the main. There's that Overseer right there. I don't think Sai will have a problem fending off this Banshee.
Yeah, and the Cloak just finished, but this is not going to be very effective because oh wow, he actually brought up a queen from his natural, so he does not have any defenses back there. So he's going to lose a couple of drones maybe, pulling all of them off the line to try to prevent that. Yeah, losing 2 drones there, not a huge deal, but he does need to move his Overseer or else he's just going to end up losing the queen as well. There we go, finally. And Rick not really on top of his micro, losing that Banshee needlessly. And I just don't like this move right now. I mean, Rick is trying to expand, but he hasn't really. This is an unearned expansion. I mean, he doesn't have a way to defend it. He saw the Spire. He knows the mutas are on the way as well. So Rick is just in dire straits at the moment.
Yeah, he is getting that engineering bay up for some turrets, but that's not going to be nearly in time. We already have 3 Mutalisks, a 4th one coming in now. Going to be target firing those mules. Yeah, 3 Marines, and that Rick calls good game, and Sai takes it.